Welcome to the 2024 U.S. Masters Fantasy Draft, brought to you by the ECG Golf Club. Your host for this inaugural broadcast, the brains of the ECG, Zuuc Sonigo. Over to you boys in the studio.
Thank you, Dr. Steve, coming from Georgia there. First time we've had him on the ECG, the podcast. Also, a couple of new faces in the ECG world. We've got Tim here. Tim, brother from Discount Golf Balls. How are you, mate?
How fella? Yeah.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Also, Jake, how are you going, bro?
I'm fantastic. Great to be here, guys.
Oh, it's great to have you all. Zuuc, you're the man of the hour. You're going to run us through this, brother. Over to you, mate.
Thanks, Ash. Hopefully this goes as smoothly as I had in my mind when I came up with the idea. But anyway, the next 20 or so minutes will be evidence of that.
That's right.
So essentially, just quickly go over some of the ground rules here. I'm sure we're all familiar with fantasy sports. I'm sure we're all played, whether it be NFL, NBA, or baseball in terms of fantasy sports. So we're conducting a draft. We'll be picking players off the board. Once a player is selected off the board, they are gone. Prior to the draft, we did a random order, and the order for the draft will be Jake, myself, Ash, Damo, and then Tim. Okay. The order will be snake fashion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, and so on. So back and forth.
Yep.
And really, the key criteria for your selection of your 4 players is that only 2 can be ranked within the top 50 of the world.
All right.
You've all been provided a list of the official qualified invitees to the tournament, which clearly denote those golfers which are ranked in the top 50. So 2 of those, and then 2 from the rest of the board. Scoring-wise, scores of each of our teams will be the aggregate of the strokes of the 4 players. Players who, for whatever reason, do not participate in a round, either by not making the cut or by perhaps withdrawing, will be awarded 77 strokes, i.e. 5 over par for the rounds missed.
Right. Once again, Chris, you've just analysed that and done this beautifully. I really thank you for it. I wanted to also have a big welcome back to the president, the man with the best car park in the parking lot, Damo. Welcome back, President.
Thanks, Ash, and good to be back, gentlemen. I'm just looking at my picture on the screen here, and it looks like I'm trying to do my best sort of Rick Astley impersonation or something.
Oh, yeah, your hair. You've had a bit of a chop.
It is sitting a little high. It's
a hard part, apparently. It's called a hard part. So
hard part. It's a hard man. Chris, all right, let's get this show on the road. Get this show on the road, brother.
So obviously we're kicking off in the order that was assigned. So Jake has the first pick. There's no real clock, but obviously keep it moving. And as discussed, this is a radio show, so let's keep it moving and keep talking as you make your way through it. So over to you, Jake, with first pick.
Oh, no pressure. So I thought I'd try and stick to a bit of a theme with my picks tonight. So I'm an accountant by trade, so I've only just started watching golf on TV because normally I find it quite boring. In the last 6 months, I have noticed that a lot of golfers are sponsored by accounting firms.
Yes.
And I'm an accountant myself, so I'm going to try and stick to that theme tonight.
Okay, cool.
See how we go. So my first pick is going to be Cameron Smith, Australia's own. I think he does have a pretty good chance at actually taking out the Masters. He got a good record in the majors, but he also is sponsored by the firm that I work for, which is Baker Tilly. So, is my first pick.
Nice.
Is he in the top 50 or is he not in the top 50?
He's technically part of the top 50 from last year.
50.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So he's one of my top 50 picks.
So Cam Smith's off the table. Nice pick, Jake. That'd mean who we got next, Zuuc?
That's me. I'm pick number 2. I'm going with the pick that I would have thought would have gone first. I'm playing to win, so I don't have a similar strategy to Jake. So I think I'm going to take Scotty Scheffler.
Nice. You'd have to. So consistent and, playing such consistency, great game. He's putting's on at the moment too, hey? Good choice.
Absolutely. He's made improvements there since he's changed to his mallet putter. So
yeah,
if there's ever a time to have putting form, it's certainly when you hit the ground at Augusta. So
absolutely.
Ash, you're up next with the third pick.
Yeah, mate. Look, I've been looking forward to this so much since you come up with this idea. I picked this episode 1 or 2 when we started this. I'm actually going to go outside the top 50, and the guy that I think is actually going to win, Joaquin Niemann. He's from Chile. I feel he's got what it takes. Him and his caddy, the way they work together is sensational. He's from South Africa. I've picked Joaquin Niemann, unranked.
Okay.
We all know that he would be ranked in the top 50 ordinarily, but exploiting that little outlier there, Ash. So that's a nice pick. Well done. So next pick, Damo with the fourth.
Thanks, Chris. I pick Jason Day.
Nice.
So, he's always up there in the Masters. In fact, I think I runner up a couple of times, maybe. Certainly on the
fourth, I think. Or tied for fourth, maybe.
Front page leaderboard often. I think Jason Day's due, so I'll go Jason Day.
Love it.
And he got paired with Tiger Woods, did he, for his first round?
Can't wait to watch that featured group. That's going to be great with him and Tiger.
And they've been in a few ads and marketing stuff with Team TaylorMade and stuff for a while, so I think they'll have a bit of banter. It'll be a good fun time for them.
Very good. Good mates, huh? Nice.
Good pick.
Yeah. Over to you, Tim, for your first pick.
All right. Well, I started to make my list, and I wound up inadvertently sort of Team Live. And although here as he understands what Live stands for, I'm going to take John Rahm.
Nice.
I think he's a solid chance and a man after my own heart with 3/4 of a backswing.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Good pick. I think. I actually think out of those ones, we got a winner there. In quietly. Nice pick, man. What balls does John Rahm use? You said Scheffler and Tiger Woods. Are they using Bridgestone or something? What are they using? What do Tiger use?
Tiger's Bridgestone.
Tiger's Bridgestone.
On now. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. Sorry, I hit you with something.
And then Tim on the back swing, so to speak. You're pick number 6. Your second.
I'm going to take a little bit of maybe a random one, maybe not here, but I like Ludwig Aberg.
Good call.
Yeah. Guy's
was on mine.
Chance, and I think he's got a good stage to prove himself this week.
Yeah, good choice.
Great call.
Yeah.
One of the best looking players at the moment too, I would say. Aberg. Highly marketable.
Good looking wrister. He certainly excels in that department. And Damo, 7th pick. Over to you, mate.
Thanks, Chris. I'm a big fan of this guy. Love his body shape.
Nice.
Ryan Fox.
Oh, yes.
Underrated golfer, a huge performer on the European Tour before he's joined the PGA. I just love the way he plays the game. He just thumps it. And he's short and squat and carries a bit of weight. I really admire that. I feel like I can relate to his body shape. So I'm going to go to Ryan Fox.
Good choice.
Nice. You've almost got the Anzac forces together there, Damo. Kiwi and an Aussie.
That's it, mate.
And,
nice, Chris.
Ash, over to you,
mate. Okay, awesome. I'm going to go with another fella, which I've been really impressed with this year, Victor Hovland from Norway. To get my second along. So far I got Joaquin Niemann and Victor Hovland. Really excited about those two, and I'm glad they're still on the board. That'll be over to you, Zuuc.
It is me with the 9th. I'm going to go with someone who's past winner and showed some form early in the season and recently. I'm going to go with Hideki Matsuyama as my second pick.
Nice call.
Nice
He's
call.
been there, done it. He's done it before. No reason why he can't do it again, Chris?
Yep.
No, that's right. And he's one of the few that have won it as an amateur as well, or being the highest place amateur as well as winning the tournament. So some Augusta pedigree there.
Yes. He's familiar with Magnolia Drive, obviously. Knows his way around Magnolia Drive. I like it.
Yeah. Bit of a locker room bully, I think, as well.
Quick side note, if I may. Has anyone watched the 13 Jackets?
No.
Documentary on KO. Oh, my God. Do yourself a favour.
Okay, I'm on it. I'm on it after this.
It's Jack, Tiger, Trevor Immelman hosting it because he won one himself, and Scotty Scheffler.
Right.
And they reminisce about their victories. It's very, very cool.
And they've got 13 jackets between them, do they?
They do. 6 for Jack, 5 for Tiger.
Jeez.
5 for Trevor. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember 1986 well. I remember watching that. Jack Nicklaus, 1986. Anyway.
Yeah,
sorry.
Jack Nicklaus. And I thought you said 96. That was Greg Norman.
We did have a run in 98 too, Jack Nicklaus. Remember that?
Yeah, he did.
On the last day, he was on a charge in 1998 as probably a 55-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah, and his son was caddying for him.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Nicklaus.
We digress. I know Jake's sitting up there sweating on his next pick.
He's got 2 picks, 10th and 11th.
Sorry, Chris.
No.
Don't be sorry.
On to me. So I could be shooting myself in the foot here, down for 4 times 77. But funnily enough, accounting firms don't seem to sponsor many people outside the top 50.
Yeah.
So even though KPMG dumped Phil Mickelson, I'm going to cheat a little bit and just say that he is sponsored by them. As a bit of an outsider. So he always performs well at the Masters, and I don't think you can ever really write him off if he's still there on the last day. So I'm going to put Phil down for my second pick.
The good thing about that is that's out of the top 50 as well.
He is out of the top 50, so he's my out of the top 50. And my second top 50 player, again, bit of an outsider, I think, but he has performed in majors before, is Matt Fitzpatrick.
Oh, good call.
Nice.
Good call.
So
Englishman.
Could be.
That's a great call.
Bit of an outsider, but yeah, I think he has a chance.
Yeah, good call. I worry about Phil Mickelson. Hey, he can string a couple of rounds together, and then he seems to drop it a little bit. But I mean, that's age, I guess. But in his corner is such great experience when it comes to the Masters. Is it you now, Zuuc?
It is me. So I've got the 12th pick. I've used up both of my 2 top 50 picks. So in my research, who I'm picking now, Patrick Reed. He's had the most birdies in the Masters in the last 5 years. So most birdies or better. I'll give that a crack and see how that goes. So Patrick Reed's in my squad.
Nice call. I can't believe I've still got a top 50 pick left. I'm going to go with Brooks Koepka, live golfer. I reckon Tim's going to hate me for that.
I've got my 2 top 20s.
Oh, you do? Awesome. So
he's sitting pretty. He's happy.
Yeah. Yep. I'm happy with that too. So I think we've got Damo next.
So just to clarify, Mr. Sonigo, so I have to go outside I've got 2 top 50s. I've got
correct. Jason and Ryan Fox have both designated 19 and 20 on the invite sheet, which means they were in the top 50 as at the end of the calendar year and as at the week prior to the Masters.
Perfect. And I'm getting one choice here. Sorry to clarify.
One choice, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go for Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh,
I believe is outside the top 50 if I'm reading that correctly.
Yeah.
I think a rank outsider for mine, really, but of all the rank outsiders, I think he's perhaps got the opportunity to do well.
Yep. He's my favourite golfer.
Yes, I know that, Ash, and I was a bit worried that when I just stole him off you there, mate. But
that's fine. That's what it's all about.
that's fantasy golf.
That's right. Tim, I think Tim's next. Is that right?
All right. So I've got another back-to-back pick.
Correct. Yep.
So for my first outside top 50 guy, I'm going with momentum. I'm going to take our Valero Texas Open champion, Akshay Bhatia.
Ah, nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fresh off the win, swinging well, happy times, and money in the bank, so no stress for the week.
Hopefully his shoulder's not going to pull out. Yeah, that's right.
That's all right. It's one of those occasions where you'll forget about the pain and just rock up.
Yes.
And my final pick is a guy who's once answered an interview question about his strategy of hit the ball, go find it, hit it again.
Yeah. Nice. Yep.
DJ cannot be overlooked.
No.
Yeah. Big guy.
Right, cool.
Damo, you're up next.
So again, I'm outside the top 50 here, obviously, aren't I? So it's getting harder. I'm thinking
there is that Danish guy that you love still there.
Yes, yeah. Thornbjorn. I'm also looking at Patrick Reed's already gone. Justin Rose is inside the top 50, so I can't do him. Vijay Singh, who must be about 100 years old now, so I'll go. Oh, look, the Cinderella story.
Okay.
This year's Masters, Gary Woodland.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Who's coming back from
Woody?
Was it a brain tumor? I think.
Yes.
So that's a great story. If Gary Woodland was to win, so I'll go with Gary Woodland. Thank you.
Love it. Didn't he do well in Phoenix this year?
He's a seriously good golfer. He always was.
Yeah.
But he was very ill, I think. I think it was brain cancer. It was some sort of cancer.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
So, yeah, I'll go with Gary Woodland.
Awesome. I think it's me for my last pick now.
It is.
You took a couple of mine, but I'm going to go with Thornbjørn Olesen from Denmark.
You love him.
So I've got a Chilean, Joachim Niemann, Thornbjørn Olesen, Ludwig A. Berg, and Victor Hovland. So there we go, my DP World tour.
Very multicultural mix.
Yeah.
That's it. He fills out a shirt well too, doesn't he, Thornbjørn?
So, he does.
Yeah.
And pants.
Apparently.
But yeah.
White ones, I think.
Oh, there's a lot of white pants wearers in my team, just quietly too. There is. Victor. There is. Victor, Joachim. Yeah, there is.
Very impressive. I love it. Bit of a Scandinavian.
Very Scandinavian.
Yes.
Very much.
Yes.
Might have to wear those Viking ears when I'm watching the broadcast. The thunderclap. Nice. Who we got, Jay? Is it Jake's last pick of the night?
My last pick, and then Jake.
Cool.
So,
awesome.
I will again go with past performance and a bit of recent form. Again, this is an anomaly. I see him on the board. I think I'll go with Sergio.
Good call.
Okay.
Good call. Did you see the photo today from John Rahm's dinner? Have you seen where they're all standing there with the jackets on? And Sergio's standing right in the very corner. Check it out. It's hilarious.
What did John Rahm have on the menu? Because they get to pick the menu. I assume was it paella or? Yeah, no,
it looked amazing. There was like burritos and all kinds of stuff on there. Paella. Anyway.
Yeah, I've got it, but I can't pronounce half the stuff, to be honest. He's got a crab salad as an entree.
Nice.
He then has some ribeye steak.
Can't go
wrong. With a fish alternate. And then a bit of a puff pastry cake served with some regional wines. So that's what he had on the list, Damo.
Nice.
I wonder if there's an opportunity.
That could be a new segment.
I was going to say that's a great call, Jake. I was going to suggest that maybe everyone should pick their own meal if you were to
absolutely.
Brilliant for the podcast.
I think you'll find if you listen to the podcast, and scroll backwards 15 minutes, we've probably already revealed the answer. But,
yes.
Right. I need
the joy of pre-recording. Pre-recorded inserts. All right, I'm waiting for the last pick. Yeah, last pick, Jake.
No one's picked Tiger.
I'd go for a Trappers Bakery custard tart from Golden. That is
Oh, nice. Jake, before you tell us your last pick, what's the weather like there on the 16th at the moment?
It's beautiful. Nice and sunny.
It's pretty still.
I'm not sure if the sun's coming up or going down, but hopefully it's like this on Sunday.
Yeah, man.
Tee off early.
Yeah.
So my final pick, I'm tempted to go Tiger, but he's not sponsored by any accounting firms. And the only person left that I can find that's outside the top 50 is Zach Johnson, the current Ryder Cup captain. So
yeah,
I'm probably going to be better off if he withdraws, but
that's awesome.
How's the flag fluttering there behind you? I mean, that's that famous Amen corner, isn't it, where the flag flutters?
Yeah,
the par three.
I think Damo, they actually used the same flag system that the NASA astronauts did on the moon, where they had to make it solid, like it's not moving. So
it's very still.
Very still. Doesn't mean it's not moving on the 11th, though.
That's right. Got to look at the treetops, brother. Zuuc, can you give us a rundown of who's got what before we finish the show for the week?
Yeah, I'll try and see if or how about we go around the grounds? Does everyone remember who's in their team, or would they prefer me to read it out? So we might go around as per the screen. So just Ash, Tim, Jake, Damo, and then me. So Ash, fire away with your squad.
All right, I went that Viking-inspired team with Joachim Niemann from the DP World Tour. He's on fire. I've got Thornbird Olsen from Denmark, Victor Hovland from Norway, and I topped it up with Ludwig Aberg from Sweden. Tim, if you can remember.
I have John Rahm and I've got Ludwig Aberg. I thought you just said that.
So you do. Sorry, Brooks Koepka I had.
I got Rahm and Ludwig, my inside top 50 guys, and DJ and Akshay for my out of top 50 guys.
That's right. That's right. The fist pumper. Jake.
So I had for my top 50 guys, Cam Smith and Matt Fitzpatrick, and as my way outside top 50 guys, Phil Mickelson and Zach Johnson.
Accountant inspired.
Damo?
Yes, Chris, I had Jason Day and Ryan Fox as my top 50 and Anzac.
And the Anzac connection, yeah.
Anzac connection and the body shape that I admire. Bryson DeChambeau and Gary Woodland.
Great call.
And then just rounding out, in terms of my top 50 picks, I had Scotty Scheffler and Hideki Matsuyama. And the outsiders, I had Sergio Garcia and Patrick Reed. So good luck, gentlemen.
I hate to say it, Zuuc, but you got a pretty good lineup there.
I'm pretty happy, but I'm sure Augusta will throw. I've got a reasonable record in fantasy sport, but I'm sure Augusta will put a spanner in the works. The weather's meant to be pretty rough on Thursday, so that could potentially play havoc with those with, I believe, early morning tee times. So we'll see how that all plays out. But finally, just a big thank you for all you who have participated in the inaugural fantasy draft. If this works, we'll probably invite you all back for the next major where we'll do it all again. So thank you all.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, golfers of the world, that was another episode of the ECG Hackers Podcast. We've had new faces join us tonight. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, President. And as always, Zuuc, thank you. We'll see you all same time next week.
It's time. You're listening to the ECG Hackers Podcast. And welcome to this week's Hackers Podcast.